Exit caps. Well, these are absolutely necessary when you're doing either a value add or new development or any type of commercial investment in which you have a pro forma down a couple of years, and you need to assess the value of the property at the exit. So in other words, you need to calculate your, for instance, internal rate of return. You need to know how much you want to sell that property or how much you would like to sell that property down 3 to 5 years from now. And maybe the only number that you have is your pro forma NOI. So you only have how much that property is going to produce 3 years down the line once you finish your stabilization plan or filling up the property with residents or occupying your hotel, whatever your asset is. Then you need, and you may have that number for the NOI, then you just divide that number by the cap rate of that industry. I can tell you right now that for multifamily, there's typically 3 levels of cap rates that we use, and they depend on the type of property, either being a type A, B, or C. C being the lowest income, older vintage, like 1970s, maybe Section 8 property that's rented, in the cheapest in the area, in the city. Whereas B class would be maybe a 15 to 20 year vintage, and it may have some remodeling, but it's not a brand new product. And then you have your type A, which is brand new building, and that would be a type A property. And of course, the type A property will receive the lowest cap rate, whereas the class C will receive the highest cap rate. In other words, if you're willing to have a C-class property and manage a C-class property, is because you want a higher return on your money. So then that, you would have a cap rate close to 7.5 more or less, while a class A building now in Miami would be, in the areas of 4.5%. So it's anywhere between 4.5 to 7.5. Sometimes you will see them lower for trophy properties, and then sometimes you will see them higher for properties that are very tricky to manage, very difficult to manage.